Ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by saying this: within each of us lies a potential so extraordinary, so unique, that when fully realized, it can accomplish what others deem impossible. This potential is not reserved for the few, it's available to anyone willing to tap into it. Let me share key principles that will empower you to unlock this truth. You are a masterpiece of life's design, crafted with a blend of talents, perspectives, and experiences that only you possess. No one else on this planet has walked the same path you've walked, experienced what you've experienced, or viewed the world through the lens you have. That means you have something special, something that nobody else can offer. And this uniqueness is not a limitation, it is your greatest asset. You were not born to live someone else's life. Too often we find ourselves looking at others and thinking that their success is the blueprint for our own. We measure our progress against theirs, comparing our weaknesses to their strengths, and suddenly we feel inadequate. But the truth is that comparison will rob you of your potential. No one else's journey is yours to take, and no one else can do what you are capable of doing. You see, your life experiences, your setbacks, your victories, and your lessons have equipped you with a distinct way of solving problems, creating solutions, and achieving goals. While others may take one path, yours will be different, better, because it's yours. It's time to stop looking at other people's successes and start focusing on your own potential. You are uniquely equipped to overcome the challenges that lie ahead, and it's your individuality that will carry you through. Think about the moments in your life that have shaped you, the tough times, the obstacles, the lessons learned. All of these have prepared you for the journey you're on. You are ready for this. Don't let the fear of being different or the uncertainty of what's ahead hold you back. Each step you take on your path is one that no one else can replicate. Your purpose, your mission, and your calling are uniquely yours to fulfill. The only way to truly honor that potential is to walk your own road with conviction. Don't look to the left or the right and wonder why others are ahead or seem to be doing better. Your journey is your own, and no one can measure it against anyone else's. Yes, the road will be tough at times. Yes, you'll encounter setbacks, and yes, there will be moments when you question whether you're on the right track. But these moments are the very things that will refine you and make your story one that others look to for inspiration. We all have dreams and goals. And it's easy to think that others have it easier, that they're more capable, or that they deserve success more than we do. But remember, the only person you are competing against is the person you were yesterday. Your only responsibility is to show up every single day, to keep moving forward, and to give everything you've got. You were not born to fit into anyone else's mold. You were born to create your own path, and that path will lead to your greatness. Embrace your individuality. Honor the road that only you can walk. The world needs your unique perspective, your solutions, and your ability to create something that no one else can. You've been equipped with everything you need to succeed. The only thing left for you to do is to believe in your journey, trust in your abilities, and commit to moving forward, no matter the obstacles that arise. Your future is in your hands, and it's waiting for you to step into it. So walk your road with pride, for it is a road only you can travel, and it will take you exactly where you need to go. The struggle you face today is not a sign of weakness, it is a testament to your strength in the making. Consider the butterfly. In its most vulnerable state, it finds itself trapped inside a tight cocoon. It's dark, it's uncomfortable, and it seems like the only thing it can do is wait. But the true transformation happens not in the comfort of that cocoon, but in the struggle to break free. It must push against the confines of its shell, struggle with every ounce of energy it has. And only then does it earn the strength to spread its wings and take flight. Now, let's bring that example to your life. Every challenge you face, the rejections, the setbacks, the long, grueling nights are not there to break you. They are there to strengthen you. The obstacles in your path are not signs that you're doing something wrong. They are a signal that you are on the right path, that you are being prepared for something greater than you can imagine. Every setback, every failure, every difficult moment you endure is teaching you something invaluable. It is sharpening your character, fortifying your spirit, and making you ready for the future that is waiting for you. But here's the key: how you respond to these struggles is what truly matters. Many people shy away from adversity. They see challenges as walls and turn back, afraid of the discomfort, afraid of what they might lose in the process. But this is where the greatest difference lies. While others shrink from the challenges, you have the opportunity to embrace them. You have the choice to face them head on, to see them not as obstacles but as stepping stones to your growth. When you meet adversity with courage, when you decide that no setback will define you, that's when true transformation occurs. The struggle will refine you. It will teach you resilience, patience, and perseverance. It will push you beyond your limits and make you stronger than you ever thought possible. Like the butterfly, you may find yourself in moments of discomfort, in moments of doubt. But it is in those moments that your true strength is forged. You are not just being prepared to survive, you are being prepared to soar. The long nights of hard work, the rejection, the failures, they are not your enemies. They are the very things that will set you apart. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going your way. It's easy to throw in the towel when success seems distant. But every struggle you face is a part of your story. And every time you rise from the ashes, you grow stronger. The world doesn't need more people who avoid challenges. It needs people who are willing to face them, to grow through them, and to use them as a springboard to greatness. The struggles you face are shaping you into someone who can achieve what others might think is impossible. So embrace the struggle. Let it refine you, let it build you, and let it turn you into someone who is capable of achieving what you once thought was beyond your reach. The journey may not always be easy, but the strength you gain from the struggle will be the very thing that elevates you to new heights. Success is not reserved for those who are the smartest, the most talented, or the ones who seem to have it all figured out. No, success belongs to those who have the relentless determination to push forward, to refuse to quit when life gets tough. You see, most people give up after they face a few obstacles. They stumble and they quit. They encounter their first challenge and they throw in the towel. They see the mountain ahead and they turn around. That's why so few people ever achieve greatness. It's not that greatness is out of their reach. It's that they never have the determination to keep reaching for it. Right now, you have a choice. You can decide once and for all that you will not be like the others. You will not be the person who gives up after the first, second, or third setback. You can make a commitment today that you will be the one who keeps moving forward, no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. Because determination is the key that unlocks success. It is the bridge between merely wishing for something and actually achieving it. Wishing for success, wishing for a better life, is something we all do. But wishing alone doesn't get results. It doesn't get you anywhere. You can wish all day, but until you take action, until you put in the effort and the time, nothing changes. Determination is what fuels that action. It's what pushes you when you don't feel like moving. It's what keeps you going when you're tired, when you've been knocked down, when it seems like you've given all you have. It's the relentless pursuit of your goal, no matter how long it takes or how many times you fail. The truth is, you will fall. It's part of the process. You will experience failure, rejection, setbacks, and moments of doubt. That's not a sign that you're on the wrong path. That's the moment where your persistence is tested. So when you fall, when things don't go as planned, when it feels like the world is working against you, ask yourself one thing: will I get up? Will I keep going? If you fall 10 times, you get up 11. The true measure of your success is not how many times you fall, but how many times you rise. Remember, it's not talent that sets successful people apart from the rest. It's their ability to keep going, to refuse to quit, to press forward even when the going gets tough. You might not be the most talented. You might not have the resources others have. But with relentless determination, there is nothing that can stand in your way. Persistence is what separates the winners from the dreamers. It's what makes the difference between someone who achieves greatness and someone who simply wishes for it. So make the decision today. Cultivate the relentless determination that will propel you to your goals. No matter what obstacles stand in your way, no matter how many times you fall, keep getting up. Keep pushing forward. Your dreams are within reach, but only if you refuse to give up. Keep your eyes on the prize and press forward with everything you've got. The world belongs to those who don't quit. And that can be you. The road to success is not a well-worn path where everyone walks in the same direction. It's a path where the brave, the bold, and the visionary venture. If you want to achieve something truly remarkable, you must be willing to think differently, to step away from the crowd and embrace a path less traveled. The great achievers, the ones who change the world, are not the ones who simply follow the crowd. They are the ones who dare to think differently. Most people settle for comfort. They choose what is familiar, what is safe, what is easy. They follow the trends, the popular opinions, and they make decisions based on what everyone else is doing. They chase conformity. But if you're truly committed to achieving greatness, you cannot afford to follow this path. Greatness lies beyond the boundaries of the ordinary, and it demands that you challenge the status quo. It demands that you do what others are not willing to do, that you think in ways others have not thought, and that you dream on a scale others dare not imagine. It takes courage to think differently, to stand out from the crowd, and to reject mediocrity in favor of something bigger, something more original. It's easy to look at the world around you and decide that you must conform, that you must fit in with what everyone else is doing. But ask yourself, what do the masses have to show for it? A comfortable life, maybe. It's a predictable future. But what about a life of extraordinary achievement, a legacy that leaves a lasting impact? That doesn't come from following the crowd. It comes from being willing to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone, and to think differently. The truth is, the world needs more people who are willing to question what is accepted, who are willing to challenge the conventional wisdom. Innovation, progress, and change do not come from playing it safe. They come from daring to dream bigger, to envision a future that others can't see. They come from the courage to act on those ideas even when no one else believes in them, even when the road ahead is uncertain. But here's the key. It's not just about thinking differently for the sake of being different. It's about thinking differently in pursuit of growth. It's about pursuing original ideas that will move you forward, not backward. It's about using your unique perspective, your unique talents, and your unique vision to create something that has never been seen before. While others seek comfort, you must pursue growth. Growth is uncomfortable. It's challenging. It pushes you to your limits, but it's the only path that leads to greatness. Think about the greatest achievements in history. They weren't made by people who followed the crowd. They were made by people who dared to think differently. From groundbreaking inventions to revolutionary ideas, those who changed the world didn't do so by staying in their comfort zone. They did it by challenging norms, by thinking outside the box, and by daring to believe that they could do what others thought impossible. So ask yourself, do you have the courage to think differently? Do you have the courage to question the status quo, to challenge the limits placed upon you, and to dream bigger than anyone ever has before? The world doesn't need more people who fit in. It needs people who are willing to stand out, to push the boundaries, and to leave a legacy of innovation. You have that potential within you. All it takes is the courage to think differently. Your mind is more powerful than you may realize. It's the engine that drives your life, shaping everything you experience. If you've ever wondered why some people seem to have all the luck, all the opportunities, and all the success, it's not because they have something you don't. It's because they've learned how to master their mindset. Your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, they are the foundation of your reality. What you believe, you will create. If you believe you can't, if you believe it's too hard or that you're not good enough, you're absolutely right. that belief will keep you stuck in place. But if you choose to believe you can, if you focus on the possibilities instead of the obstacles, then you will find a way. You will take the steps needed to make the impossible possible. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world, and that lens can either magnify the opportunities around you or obscure them. It can make the challenges you face seem insurmountable or turn them into stepping stones towards success. The choice is yours. Most people are held back by fear, doubt, and negativity. They've been conditioned to believe that success is for someone else, that they don't have what it takes, that the obstacles are too great. But you have the power to choose differently. You have the power to shift your focus and train your mind to see the opportunities that others overlook. Your mind is a muscle, and like any muscle, it needs to be trained. It's easy to fall into a negative mindset, especially when life gets tough. The world around you may be full of distractions, criticism, and doubt, but none of that matters unless you let it. You have the power to decide what you focus on. When you train your mind to focus on the possibilities, the opportunities, the solutions rather than the problems, you will begin to see a world of potential that you didn't know existed. It's not that the obstacles vanish, but you begin to view them differently. They become challenges to overcome rather than walls that block your way. Others may shrink back when faced with adversity, but you, with the right mindset, will rise. While fear holds them in place, you will move forward with confidence, knowing that each setback is simply a lesson that will prepare you for what's next. When you choose a mindset of optimism, you give yourself permission to take risks, to fail, to learn, and to grow. The people who succeed are not those who never fail, but those who keep going, who continue to take action even when things get tough. You have the power to create the life you want. It starts with how you think, how you believe, and how you approach the world. Change your mindset and you change your life. Don't let fear or negativity control your destiny. You are capable, you are worthy, and you have what it takes to achieve everything you dream of. Believe in yourself, focus on the possibilities, and take action. Your mindset is your greatest asset. Use it to create a future you can be proud of. The world is waiting for you, and it's yours for the taking. There's a common misconception that we need everything to be perfect before we can take action. We think we need the right circumstances, the perfect plan, or the ideal moment. But here's the truth: perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. The longer you wait for the perfect conditions, the longer you delay your dreams, and the further away success will seem. You're never going to feel 100% ready, and the world is never going to deliver a perfect set of circumstances. So why wait? The key to success isn't perfection, it's progress. You don't need to be perfect to get started, but you do need to take action. So many people spend their lives waiting for the right time, hoping that someday everything will fall into place. They wait for the stars to align, for the situation to be just right, or for someone to give them permission to move forward. But while they're waiting, the world keeps moving. Opportunities are slipping away. Others who are willing to take imperfect action are moving forward, learning, growing, and achieving. And they're not waiting for perfection because they know it doesn't exist. The secret is simple: start where you are, with what you have, and take the next step. Even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect. Think about the greatest achievements in history. They weren't the result of flawless plans or perfect timing. They were the result of relentless action. People didn't wait for everything to be aligned perfectly before they began. They took action in the face of uncertainty, in the midst of chaos, and in the presence of imperfection. And it's through this action, through the experience, and through the learning that they found success. The key is to start now, take that first step, and let the process unfold as you go. It's easy to fall into the trap of perfectionism. We want everything to be right, to have all the answers, and to make sure that everything is lined up perfectly before we take action. But that's not how success works. Success is born from the willingness to take action despite the uncertainties. It's born from learning as you go, from adjusting your course along the way, and from constantly moving forward, even when the path isn't clear. The moment you choose action over perfection, you take the first step toward growth, toward progress, and toward achievement. While others are waiting, you'll be building. While others are caught up in analysis and hesitation, you'll be gaining experience, learning from your mistakes, and moving closer to your goals. Every action you take, no matter how imperfect, brings you one step closer to success. Each attempt, each failure, and each small victory teaches you something valuable. Perfection is overrated. Action is what makes things happen. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now. Take imperfect action. Embrace the process of learning, growing, and adapting. Don't let the fear of imperfection hold you back. While others sit on the sidelines, waiting for conditions to be perfect, you'll be out there building, creating, and achieving. The time to act is now. Perfection can wait, but your future can't. Take action today and watch your dreams turn into reality. Life is unpredictable. It's full of ups and downs. And no matter how carefully you plan or how hard you work, you will face challenges. You will encounter setbacks. You will experience failure. It's not a question of if, but when. But here's the important truth. What truly matters is not the setback itself, but how you respond to it. It's about how quickly you rise and how strongly you stand after you've been knocked down. Resilience is what will carry you through the tough times and allow you to bounce back stronger than ever before. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones who avoid failure, but the ones who have the courage and strength to rise again, time and time again. Every setback is an opportunity for growth. Every challenge you face is a chance to strengthen your character, develop your perseverance, and build your resilience. Life doesn't care about your plans or your timelines. It will throw curveballs your way, and it will test you in ways you never expected. But instead of letting those moments define you in a negative way, let them be the moments that shape you into the person you were meant to become. Resilience is about perspective. It's about seeing failure not as an end, but as a stepping stone on your path to success. When you face adversity, your response is what makes all the difference. Will you let it knock you down for good? Or will you rise, dust yourself off, and keep going? It's easy to stay down when life gets tough. It's easy to succumb to the pain, the disappointment, the frustration. But that's not the way of the resilient. The resilient get up. They find the strength to keep moving forward, even when it feels impossible. They know that every setback is temporary, but their determination is not. Building resilience requires mental toughness, but more importantly, it requires a spirit that refuses to be broken. It requires a mindset that says, no matter how hard it gets, I will keep going. I will not give up. I will not give up. I will not let this define me. It's about having the strength to embrace failure, learn from it, and use it as fuel for the next round. Resilience isn't about being invincible. It's about being willing to fight for your dreams, no matter how many times you have to get back up. Think about the great achievers in history. They didn't get to where they are because life was easy. They got there because they faced adversity, setbacks, and failure, and each time they found the courage to rise again. Every time they fell, they stood up stronger, wiser, and more determined. They developed a spirit so strong that no setback could hold them down for long. The same can be true for you. You have within you the strength to overcome anything life throws your way. Develop that resilience, build that inner strength, and know that every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow. The road to success is not a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and obstacles. But as long as you have the resilience to rise after each fall, there is no limit to what you can achieve. The key to success is not avoiding failure, but developing a spirit that refuses to stay down. The stronger you are, the further you will go. The people you spend time with have an incredible influence on your life. Your environment, both the physical and social, shapes your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your destiny. If you want to achieve greatness, you must surround yourself with greatness. The energy, the mindset, the ideas, and the ambitions of those around you will either lift you up or hold you back. The choice is yours. You see, the law of association is real. You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that for a moment. Who are the 5 people closest to you? Do they inspire you? Do they challenge you to think bigger, act bolder, and dream more? Or do they keep you comfortable in your current state, never pushing you to go beyond the familiar? If you want to grow, you need to be around those who push you to be better. Surround yourself with people who will encourage you, who will challenge your thinking, and who will support your goals. These are the people who will hold you accountable, not just for your actions, but for your potential. These are the people who will help you realize that you're capable of more than you ever thought possible. When you are surrounded by excellence, it forces you to rise to that standard. Excellence becomes contagious. When you see those around you succeeding, pushing their limits, and growing, it inspires you to do the same. It shows you what's possible, and it makes you believe that if they can do it, so can you. But be careful. You must also guard yourself against those who drain your energy, who limit your vision, or who hold you back. Negative influences are like anchors. They'll weigh you down and keep you stuck in a place of mediocrity. You cannot afford to allow negativity, doubt, or pessimism to dominate your environment. The more time you spend with people who have a narrow view of life, who don't believe in your dreams, or who are stuck in their own limiting beliefs, the more you will start to adopt that same mindset. You can't afford to let that happen. Protect your mind and your energy. Stay focused on the path you're building, and make sure the people you spend time with are helping you move in the right direction. Greatness begets greatness. When you surround yourself with high achievers, you will find that you naturally start to raise your own standards. You'll start to expect more from yourself, and in turn, you'll begin to attract opportunities that match your growth. Excellence in your environment fuels excellence in your actions. Iron sharpens iron. Just as a sharp tool needs another sharp tool to stay effective, you need people who challenge you to stay sharp, to stay focused, and to continue evolving. Surrounding yourself with excellence isn't just about seeking out the most successful or talented people. It's about finding those who inspire, motivate, and elevate you. Seek out mentors, friends, colleagues, and partners who are on a journey of growth, who will encourage you to keep going when things get tough, and who will celebrate your victories along the way. If you want to grow, if you want to succeed, make sure your environment is filled with the energy, the support, and the excellence that will push you forward. When you're surrounded by the right people, greatness becomes inevitable. Too many people spend their lives focused on personal gain, chasing success for the sake of status, wealth, or recognition. And while achieving personal goals can be fulfilling in its own right, true and lasting fulfillment comes from something much deeper. It comes from serving a purpose greater than yourself. When your goals are aligned with a higher purpose, you tap into a source of motivation that never runs dry. The drive to serve others, to make a difference in the world, fuels you in ways personal success never can. The kind of purpose that's bigger than your own ambition provides a sense of direction that keeps you going through the tough times. It becomes the anchor that keeps you steady when the winds of adversity blow. Think about it. When you dedicate yourself to something that serves the greater good, your motivation shifts. It's no longer just about what you can gain for yourself, but about what you can give to others. This shift in focus brings with it a sense of meaning and fulfillment that nothing else can match. Your work becomes more than just a job or a task, it becomes a mission. You start to see how your actions, no matter how small, have a ripple effect on the lives of others. You begin to create value, and with that, you create impact. You help others, you lift them up, and in turn, you elevate yourself. The more you serve, the more you grow. The more you contribute, the more you gain, not in the material sense, but in a deeper, more meaningful way. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of success for its own sake, but when you're driven by a purpose greater than yourself, you no longer feel like you're working. You're living your purpose. The obstacles you face become challenges to overcome on your way to fulfilling that purpose. The sacrifices you make no longer feel like burdens, because you understand they are part of the larger picture. Your dedication becomes unstoppable. And as your passion grows, so does your ability to achieve. You're no longer relying on fleeting motivation or willpower. You're tapping into a boundless energy that's fueled by the desire to serve others and contribute to something larger than yourself. This is the true key to greatness. The world has enough people focused solely on their own desires. But the few who are willing to look beyond themselves, to dedicate their efforts to making a difference in the lives of others, are the ones who leave a lasting legacy. These are the people who achieve what others cannot. Because their drive is not dependent on personal rewards, it's fueled by a passion to serve, to uplift, and to create positive change. Their vision goes beyond their own success, and because of that, their impact is greater. When you start to serve a purpose greater than yourself, you'll find that you're no longer driven by the limitations of the day-to-day. You'll rise above the struggles, because you know the cause you're working toward is bigger than any obstacle you face. Your legacy will not be one of self-centered achievement, but one of service, of making a difference, and of inspiring others to do the same. That is the kind of success that endures, the kind of success that transforms the world. The moment you begin to serve others with a higher purpose, you unlock a level of greatness that others can only dream of. Growth is not something you achieve and then sit back and relax. It is a continuous process, a never-ending journey. If you are serious about achieving greatness, you must commit to lifelong development. This commitment is not a one-time decision, it is a mindset, a way of life. It's about the understanding that no matter how far you've come, there is always more to learn, always more to improve, and always more to achieve. The moment you stop growing is the moment you begin to decline. You cannot afford to stop evolving. Every day offers an opportunity to grow, to push the boundaries of your knowledge and abilities. Consider this: those who stop learning, stop challenging themselves, and stop evolving are the ones who plateau. They may have reached a certain level of success, but that success becomes stagnant. It's like a garden that is no longer watered. It may have been beautiful at one point, but it will slowly wither and fade away. That is the danger of complacency. And let me tell you, success without growth is a fragile success. It won't last because the world is constantly changing. And if you don't change with it, you'll be left behind. On the other hand, when you embrace lifelong development, your possibilities expand. You open yourself up to new ideas, new strategies, and new opportunities that will help you move forward. Growth doesn't just come from success, it comes from learning from your failures as well. Every setback, every disappointment, every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, smarter, and more resilient. Instead of viewing obstacles as roadblocks, see them as stepping stones toward becoming the person you're meant to be. The key to sustained success lies in never settling. Most people think that once they achieve a certain level of success, they've made it and they stop working as hard. But the truly successful individuals know that their success is built on a foundation of constant learning and self-improvement. They don't wait for someone to tell them they've done enough. They are driven by an internal desire to continue growing, evolving, and reaching new heights. This commitment to growth is something you must actively nurture. It's not enough to say you want to grow. You must make a deliberate effort to seek out knowledge, surround yourself with mentors, and embrace new challenges that push you beyond your comfort zone. Read books, attend seminars, engage in conversations with people who inspire you. Seek out opportunities that allow you to grow both personally and professionally. Never stop being curious. Never stop asking questions. And never stop striving to be better than you were yesterday. That is the path to greatness. The journey of growth is not always easy, but it is always worth it. And remember, growth is not just about becoming better at what you already know. It's about becoming the person you're capable of becoming. So commit today not just to reaching a destination, but to embracing the journey of continuous improvement. The moment you make that commitment is the moment your life begins to take on a new level of meaning, purpose, and impact. Ladies and gentlemen, these powerful principles are your roadmap to doing what others can't. But a roadmap alone won't take you there. You must act. The time to begin is now. The world needs your unique gifts, your courage, your determination. The question is not, can you? The question is, will you make the choice today to embrace your potential, defy the odds, and achieve what others cannot? The future is waiting for you. Go claim it.